Just always touching my stuff.
It's also not even.
Hey, you try working with him.
He has. It's a dream compared to working with you.
No comment.
Cody's like, you all suck.
He spit up anything in my stuff.
Luckily, I hadn't started swallowing yet, otherwise, it would have come out my nose.
Cheers.
Welcome. Welcome, everybody.
How are you?
Good.
So we're back with another episode, and today we are looking at a really hard to find but common. This is William Lawson's blended Scotch whiskey.
You said that wrong.
No, I'll get to it.
But
What?
you said the name wrong.
William Lawson's?
Yeah, it's Willem Lassens.
It's Lawson.
I don't
You're
know.
always saying the name of things wrong, so
You
you gotta
hush.
say it wrong.
So William Lawson's I got in Europe. It's the 6th best selling blended whiskey in the world, and you can't get it at Total Wines or any place so far that I could find in America. I'm sure it's available. I'm sure there's stores out there that have it, being the 6th most popular blended whiskey in the world, but
Isn't the Teacher's like the second most popular?
I don't know. Ask your girlfriend.
Series.
Don't ask your girlfriend. So William Lawson cost about 20 euros. So if you could get it in the US, I'm sure it's going to be right
25
around
bucks.
25 bucks. That's probably why it's the second or the 6th most selling blended, because it's a common man blended whiskey.
Inexpensive.
Inexpensive. It is a Scottish whiskey, so it's not Canadian or anything for blended. Canadians, blended, you usually think about Canada, usually, sometimes. But
What do they use in British pound sterling?
yeah. Yeah. So I was looking on their site, and they say William Lawson's blend is sweet and medium-bodied in style with a high malt content. And so we don't really discern the malt as much as like the rye and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to go ahead and do this. It's got bold malts and grain whiskeys with a fruit-forward character. No peated whiskey is added. So that's another thing that I'm really excited about, because though I am growing accustomed to peat, it's not my favorite. In addition to the finest blend, the William Lawson's portfolio includes a 12-year-old Scottish Gold, a 13-year-old bourbon cask finish, which I really want to try, and a super spice whiskey infused with vanilla and spice. So they have a series of them, which means that I'm going to have to road trip to go,
To Scotland to try them all.
yeah, to find them,
What is your purpose for your visit to our country?
to get drunk.
It's business and pleasure.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and look at it. It's a really nice color.
It's light.
Light. Got some legs to it. Like I say, it's about 25, so we're going to go ahead and put that at a 3-barrel. But because I am not able to find it in the United States, it's not going to be that common. But for all of our European watchers and viewers, which there's a number of them, because the analytics on YouTube are awesome. You can see where people are from. Unless they're using a VPN, then it's lying.
And you can tell that none of them are our relatives.
Yeah. Let's see. Flavor or aroma. So let's look at aroma. We have sharp alcohol, pungent, mild, light, and pleasant. Wow. It almost smells like there's peat in it. That's very aromatic.
I'm going to give it the same as you. I'm going to go with 3.5.
3.5. 3.5. Why?
because that's what I gave it. No, it smells good. Smells like Scotch, but I kind of like the peatiness.
Okay.
And this doesn't really have it, but it smells good. It smells like something I want to drink. If we can stop talking about it and start tasting about it.
Cody?
I'd just go with 3. It doesn't
3?
have a strong bite, though it does have a little slight burn.
Okay.
It also doesn't have you can't detect very much flavor in the smell.
Let's go ahead and take a really quick interrupted break because Cody's girlfriend's wanting in.
And we're back.
Okay. I give it a 4 on aroma. I actually find it very aromatic. I can smell the different richness of the flavor. So I couldn't give it a rich or a pleasant on aroma just because I can't really decipher the differences, but I do smell that fruity flavor, that fruity aroma, not flavor, fruity aroma. And I can smell like a caramel.
I smell stuff in there, it's just all very mild.
Okay.
I mean, like it's evened out, like it's not an in-your-face aroma to me. And it also has a slight burn, but only a very mild burn. It doesn't leave.
See, and I'm not getting the burn.
No, I don't
Not,
mind that at all.
like I said, not a heavy burn, just a very, like, you can tell that you're smelling alcohol.
Okay.
All right, let's taste
So
it.
let's go ahead. He wants to drink it. Let's go to flavor. And so flavor, we have very alcohol, bitter, palpable, moderate, pleasant, and rich.
Tastes like an old sauce. No. Just kidding. No. Tastes pretty good. I'll give it a
What do you give it?
I'm giving it a 3.
A 3? Any reason why?
It just seems kind of just subtle. It's just like, to me, it's just like right here.
Okay.
Nothing really pops out at me or.
I give it a 3.5. Like, I would drink this if I wanted. You said Scotch, right?
Yeah.
Double check. If I wanted a Scotch, I would drink this just because it's very smooth. Not too. I mean, like, I like it.
Okay.
I would drink this if I was going to.
And
drink
what
some
about
tequila.
your bite? Strong, sharp, medium, mild, or smooth?
I'm going a 3.5.
3.5.
It's not. It's pretty mild. I think what it has going for it is it's just very. It doesn't pop out at me at all.
Okay.
Kind of a bite initially, but it numbs out very quickly. Doesn't linger and bite over time. I would go with the mild.
A mild 3.5 or 4.
No, actually, sorry, 3.5. Sorry, medium. At 3.5.
And what do you give it?
Okay, so for flavor, I gave it a 3 because I feel like you guys do. It's flavorful. It's there, but it's not anything that pops. It's just there. And I gave it a 3 on bite because I do think it's got a little bit of a lingering effect. Which, when I add all of this up, we all, even though we have different variations on all the categories, we all end up with a 13, so that's a 3.25, so it's a 3-barrel.
3-barrel, yeah. It's pretty good, and
Yep.
That would be something I would try and have on hand.
Yeah, it's really good. Inexpensive. I'm going to keep looking for it here in the States because I would buy it again.
I would definitely say if you had this and you had somebody who wasn't really a Scotch drinker and they kind of wanted to be introduced to it.
Or doesn't like peatiness
Right.
of Scotch.
Just
This would be a great introduction to Scotch because the peat isn't there.
it's just kind of like mild, and you could just say, well, try this, and
Like Jessica might like that. So she does not like peat.
Yeah.
So
I think she actually tried it when we first opened it.
I don't think that one.
Maybe not.
She tried the Grimico and a couple others.
Okay.
no, but it's good.
That's pretty good. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out the blog and the Twitter. Merchandise is out there. It's Christmas time coming up. So buy some merch for your loved ones.
Your family, your kids. We got onesies for the babies.
We do. You just have to really search for them. But my wife won't let me buy Bourbon and Booze onesies for my grandkids.
Yeah, I don't think you should do
Jeez.
One daughter's here. So make sure you eat all that. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. This is pretty good. Cheers.
Later. But they are bad dogs. Lots of bad dogs. You're a bad dog.